Kansas City, Missouri. I'm here on behalf of my brand Material Opulence. That's a fashion line, man. Everybody got a dream. You got to start from somewhere, man. So Material Opulence means, pretty much going from nothing to something. Me and my boy started this line about three years ago. So we just been grinding, been pushing, man. We feel like we're on the verge of something special. So, we going to continue to move it. And hopefully we do big things in 2016.
I know a little bit of your background just because of my past. I know you graduated from College of Iowa, right?
Yeah.
With a graphic design degree. So why didn't you take the traditional path of just looking for a graphics job and waking up and going and doing graphics for somebody every day? Why are you pursuing this thing aside from a real job in your free time?
Man, I got a real job. Hell, I don't really like it. It pays the bills, but, I always dreamed of being my own boss on the entrepreneurial type of business, man. And, I design on the side. I do some graphic design here and there, but I try to put everything I can into this brand, Material Opulence. It was something that my partner came to me with. He called me up one day and said, let's start our own, man. Don't work with nobody else, just start our own. So, we started it. I didn't take the traditional approach of, finding a job because it was hard. I graduated in 2010, and, coming out the recession, a lot of people weren't hiring. They want those experienced people, but what's experience if you're not getting it? They're not giving out any experience. So, I just do my own thing independently. I grind, each day to come home from my day job, design, work on some design concepts, some marketing solutions for my brand. So, just kind of design each and every day, whether it's graphic design or whether it's for Material Opulence, just perfecting my craft.
The word I've been presenting to everybody is the audacity. What gives you the audacity to think that taking the free time you have right now and investing time, energy, focus, finances, whatever it may be into Material Opulence? What gives you the audacity to think that's a good idea and it's going to be worth it in the end? And at what point did you realize that it was worth doing?
I realized it was worth doing after having a long talk with my father. He told me, man, you don't have no kids. Why not take the chance? You ain't got nothing to lose. What's the worst it can do is flop, right? But it ain't flop because we ain't really out there yet. It's still a startup phase, but we had the audacity to do it because we're young enough, got a lot of life ahead of us, and we just want to take a chance, in business in this world to be our own boss. It's got to take each step at a time to go there. But I had the audacity to do it because it's America. You got that freedom to start a business whenever you feel like it.
How long has it been going on?
We started back in 2013. The idea came about in 2012. We was just kind of coming up with some different things on how we were going to launch it. But I want to say back in March I would say. March of 2013 is when we registered the business, and it was on and running from there.
What are some of the biggest obstacles you dealt with in building this thing from scratch?
I'd say the biggest obstacles is knowing your customer base, knowing what they'll buy, what they won't buy, marketing your brand. How many different ways can you market it without spending a lot of money? So social media, that's a great aspect to market your brand because it's free marketing. That's a big obstacle. And then fulfilling orders with inventory. There's a lot of different obstacles along the way, but just got to keep pushing, got to have a plan with everything.
What do you see doing with it 15, 20 years from now, or where do you see it going, or how do you see it evolving?
I say 15, 20 years from now, I hope we still on and pushing, having that longevity such as a Ralph Lauren, a Lacoste, a Versace, a Burberry, just having that longevity and being able to, reinvent themselves and stay true to their craft. Those brands been around for a long time, want to compete on their level. That's the long-term vision, being in major retail stores and doing crazy numbers, and having that influence, hoping people put our gear on, they can think that they're opulent, they're wealthy, and they experience their dream of going from nothing to something, from more humble beginnings, a material point of their life, and moving on to a more opulent, wealthy lifestyle.
Your approach is different as a fashion line owner, but the next portion is really the dynamics or I guess the dichotomy being a starving artist versus a business person. You got your art's creative side. I guess as a graphic designer, you can understand that. You know, looking at a blank screen and making something come to life. But then you got the business side. And since I've ever talked to you the first time, you're always real direct and deliberate, and you seem pretty organized. So I think you probably got a grasp of that business side just from a lot of the things you've already said. Inventory. You're talking about inventory. Nobody said that word yet in an interview. You know. So that's cool. So what do you think about that, the arts versus the business and how that meshes and how you balance those two?
Well, you know, I try to keep them separately, but being that I'm, you know, the designer for Material Opulence, they always tend to come together. But, you know, as far as separating them, I know that great design is going to make great sales, so that's how they combine themselves. But, you know, the graphic design, I keep that separate, but design for the business, that's all totally integrated with one another because, you know, great design makes a great product. And so, you know, I'm always looking for ways to be creative and looking for inspiration, you know, even here in this apartment, looking for things that I might find that stick out to me. You know, what could I do with this or that? But, you know, they're together as much as you want to separate the two from design and business, being that I'm, you know, designing the apparel, you know, graphic tees to sweatshirts to sweaters to coming up with denim designs, denim layouts. They go hand in hand with my business.
You know, the slice of pie, the global aspect, and then like the beyond us aspect. You know, how everything is so intertwined and connected. How's that relevant to Material Opulence? And like, where does Material Opulence fit into that reality?
You know, I would say how this brand, you know, Material Opulence fits into that piece of America is, you know, everybody has a dream, you know. It's more about you starting your dream, you going after your dream because it's all there for you to go after it. You know, there's nothing that's going to hold you back unless you're, you know, physically incapable. So I say that's how it fits into that American slice of pie. You can go out there and get your slice. You got to ask nobody for it. And, you know, having that global influence, hopefully, you know, with people from overseas coming over here, migrated here to the U.S., you know, maybe they could see Material Opulence as something that influences them and makes they get their, you know, piece of American pie by maybe purchasing or looking towards us as an advocate for the American dream that they pursue.
The last thing is really just closing thoughts. You can kind of take it wherever you want. You know, you can just kind of reiterate Material Opulence's mission statement, what it's about, or you could just talk about the idea of chasing and why chase and why it's important to take that degree you got and not focus on job applications, but instead applying yourself to your own vision.
You know, man, I've been home 5 years, been putting in thousands of applications. Literally, I know I didn't put in about 1,000, you know, trying to get that design job. You know, I thought I was going to live my dream, but I had a harsh reality. You know, couldn't find work, had to settle for some bullshit, to be honest. Got fired from that job. Went to jail, could have been facing 3 to 5 for a pistol that wasn't mine. It was kind of crazy my first year, and then a few months after that, my boy called me and told me, man, I know you've been grinding, looking for work. You got one, but now let's take that money and let's invest in our business. You know, from there, it's been on and popping. I was, you know, back in 2011, 2012, when the idea came about, man, and I just been on a straight, narrow path, man. You got to eliminate some of those people from your life that has a negative influence on you. It's going to hold you back. You know, I do think it's important to chase your dreams, or better yet, even make your dreams. Because sometimes you chase it, you're going to be chasing it forever. So make that dream a reality, you know. It's one step at a time, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. Then you got a lot. You know, I want everybody to be on the lookout, you know, for Material Opulence. We're going to do some great things here in 2016, man, you know. At Material Opulence on Instagram, on Twitter, MO_opulence. So, man, you know, come with us, man, and, you know, follow us as we dream, as we struggle, and as we rise, man. So I'm Just Nod, at Just Nod on Instagram, and, you know, Renald Shelton on Twitter. So, I mean, just look out and follow us on social media, and, you know, we appreciate all y'all support, man. Chase after your dreams. Shout out to my boy Matt Diamond. What's up, man? I'm here shooting my Chasers interview with my boy Matt Donald. So shout out to Chasers Movement and Matt Donald Flix for taking the time to interview me, man. Give me some promotion and publicity. Just be on the lookout for Material Opulence. It's my clothing brand. You can follow us on Facebook. Material Opulence, LLC. Opulence is OPULENCE. I know y'all know how to spell material. My name is Renald Shelton. I'm on Instagram. It's at JustNauld, JustNauld. And of course, we on Instagram as well. It's at Material Opulence. Y'all remember how I spelled that, OPULENCE. Also we on Twitter, so that's capital MO_opulence.